I can't guarantee you'll be help in these strange surrounds, but I've readied the provision node in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I beg you to return to the Ragnarok at once.
Whenever I see XP going towards my fully maxed out character, it makes me so sad. Was fortunate to place can support life, albeit barely. I expect given the torpid state of the quality of the air. But never mind that, we must find Thancred. So we now search from the prow of the ship. She's as good a direction as any. Promise to stay too far, lest we lose sight of one another. Aliens. Alien time. Whoa, my god. Whoa. That is so cool. Flying unlock is a must here. Oh, I will be unlocking flying, don't you worry. Done all of Bahamut, I have done that as well. Don't fall. Man, I wish this game would let you fall. I wish. Is that a dragon? Because the dragons were a race of the starfaring, so of course they may be here.
Stalling.
Yep, I'm stalling. I'm stalling. Going to stall at least, use your aetherical compass? No, you can't make me. Ruins, but of what, I wonder? As we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. I got my fucking posse out to kill all the dragons, hell yeah.
Look here, this part is relatively intact. Its intricate design on top suggests it's man-made, but its builders are surely not man as we conceive them. Having said that, I swear I've seen this pattern before. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely something in the distant past. Damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately, rather it can't call to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heart of battle.
So did they find a dead star to like populate, or did they create this? That's what I'm interested about. Have they gathered pieces from destroyed worlds and brought them here? As kind of like a living tomb to them. That would be really cool. Up this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings. Poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. When I can tell, we're near the edge of the island. We can call it that. Surrounded by floating debris. Look up at the world? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I saw the frickin' destroyed world above us. We able to find anything? As I feared, still no trace of Thancred. Something about emptiness far as the eye can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. But can't help but suspect that something, or someone, or something is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. Dragon. I felt it too when I was near that thing. Can she not see it? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Is it because I am more whole than the rest of them I can see it? Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed, but only more questions when they're in desperate need of answers. The fair stretch of terrain from the ship's port side we've yet to explore. Let's try searching there, then. Lael, a word before we join the others. Can Estinien see them too? Are they like, oh god. Thestrals. Are they like Thestrals in, Harry Potter? Wait, maybe he can sense them because they're technically dragons, and he's Estinien, Wormblood. The Azure Dragoon. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgar Soma and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live in Etheris? Ugh. Better leave such conjecture to others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? Yo, interesting.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
Yo, bro.
A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow in shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Oh my god! That's so evil!
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
Torturing them forever to fucking farm dynamis? That's terrifying.
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not? Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had
He got sundered!
words.
Oh no! Thancred got sundered!
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist, in like manner to the oblivion I send. I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind.
I don't
What
like
you
this.
call the heart? Or perhaps the soul? In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure.
What? Thancred manifested this for us? What?
That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me.
Hey, I found the true you in Elpis.
I told you. Emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
Rip meme boy. Equestrian guy, hello, welcome to chat. How'd you find me? And yeah, Rip. Thancred's definitely dead, y'all. He's definitely not coming back. You can look what you can't touch. Hey, just like a strip club. You know, I've actually never been to a strip club. This is how white bread I am, chat. I've never gambled. I've never been to a strip club. I've never been bar hopping. I've never actually gone to a bar to get drinks. The only time I've ever gone to a bar is to eat food. Like, nothing. I'm the whitest of white bread. This is intimidating, by the way, this wall of orange. Soul without body. Soul without body, a form being by wish not unholy familiar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I chose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Well, yeah, of course he's not. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm, and may confront and defeat Meteon. Estinien, Thule, will you accompany me in speaking to these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey the surroundings. There's a path that may lead us to our quarry. We must find it. Very well. Reconvene here when everyone's finished. Meteon said these dragons are a shadow and shade, a world from whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation. So please, be careful. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Split up and search for clues. A visitor. Oh yeah, unburdened wings. This font is really cool. Not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame. Oh, how we would adore thee. Alas. With time our souls shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march unto oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Hey, what's got your titties in a twist? Beyond that distant veil. Paradise Lost. It's a really good book. You should read it. So glorious. So beautiful. We are proud and noble race. Strength embodied. We know only love. Before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. So this was the original world of the dragons. This is where Midgar Stormer fled from, and this is the tale of how Omega basically destroyed their star. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. A crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Still now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened with by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. You always bid me speak. Folly. I observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar, only watch and wait and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Knoll, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that will be thy will, I shall remain. Stellar Wyvern? Man, your Stellar Wyvern is so stellar. Oh. Unsung dragons mean unborn. Oh. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I'm beginning to think I see why. It's a hatching ground. Or was. I've seen similar in Aetheris. Midgar Sormus Kaimans have once lived and thrived in a place such as this. It did say it was a, you're right, Ashen, it did say it was a cradle. Woo! Reacher said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. Hey! I don't like that description. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. I don't want to keep reading these. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragon within succeeded in hatching. Hey, perhaps. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragon egg was indeed hatched, there's no sign of it here. Or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops and I'll search the plains. I guess I don't want to know what these ones are. Oh. Well, guess I'm killing a child. Hey, chat. I feel great about this. The boisterous howling hath been quieted. By thy hand, I presume. Everything all right? Thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. Ah, I see what happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps. Some eggs within Knoll are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be one of my brood. Well, guess I'm killing a child. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. New year, new Thule. This year, I vowed to kill less children. Huh? How's that sound, chat? I'm starting off bad with one already, but... With fire, fury, rage, and rancor, we gave answer. It was a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. And when we looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. Oh my god, they sent like an army, killed the world, and were like, actually, we don't need that. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild. A futile effort. In purest soil replete with aether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. When the few survived to hatch emerge as abominations, we shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars.
That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait! You claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star!
That's a good quest, y'all. I'm enjoying myself. A test of will.
They want only to brood in silence, left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed. A pain I understand. I wish that I did not. What fools we were.
Welcome to Endwalker. How many welcome moments can I have? So gonna get better from here? Yeah, not worse at all. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere.
Now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come.
Estinien, is that a request or an order? Ready for Thule crazy theory time? Ready for this? We restore the dragon's faith, creating more positive dynamis that creates more of this world. So we actually aren't even seeing the full map right now. We end up creating some of it. Huh? That would be pretty cool.
Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? These nuts in your face. I see. You wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Thule, Estinien. As for our part, I believe we're more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found.
Interesting.
There's no small amount of debris floating around. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. It never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of the island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be doing it to presume that we shall see outside the space as it disappears.
I'm being the most tongue-tied right now, chap.
Which is why I returned to the Rat Rock and asked the Lobberets to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Till we know more, I think it too risky to attempt flying to the other island. What Mian told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key. I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest to bridge Talia's to safety. So what you're saying is, we found no way forward. At present, it is indeed emotion that governs the island. Perhaps it is not Meteans, but the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict, chosen a path to oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there's no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sounding theory, just hardening though it may be. If that's the case, what recourse do we have? Not like to be persuaded to help us. The reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife, Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as we believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteor meant to unmake us, there and then on Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thangred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. It was Ultima Thule's architect, Meteor himself, against whom Thangred did pit himself in a clash of wills. There would mark no leader among them. As such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most, potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course of others, and thus the domain to follow. Bisa, thank you for the follow! Welcome in! How you doing today? How'd you find me? He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Chanceling his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart. Mayhap one of you will fare better. I shall guide thee. At Al-End they call him, in Dragontop. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Even though, okay, Hypatia.
As he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Oh.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
He does have a way of making dragons perk up. Oh.
Our pride is crushed, and our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled, and the heavens offer no comfort. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives of curse as we await the end. Still, as stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Kin on another star. And yet, upon thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war in the new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It matters not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him.
What a line.
Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy.
Oh.
This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life.
Yo!
There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity.
Holy shit, Estinien! God damn!
And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Bird?
Estinien!
Stay back.
We tired of war. We tired of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Misery, shame, too much to bear. Release us from
I see. This is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Whoa!
No! Not Estinien too!
Wait, so now he's dispersed? It's almost like he had to sacrifice himself to break through their melancholy.
There's a
Wild.
wind.
Dead Estinien, oh no.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
I really want to feel more, but I know he's not dead. Oh!
Come,
He has the
let
Ghibli
us follow
tears.
the wind. It will not lead us astray.
My boy.
He would not.
My boy. The BGM did change. Ooh, super. I didn't notice. You're right. Ooh, that's cool. The music is building with the zone. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We are at the end of the world, Ultima Thule, and it looks like we're maybe gonna have to sacrifice something to progress. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a bunch and, gives a little bit of dopamine number going up, that stuff. And if you're feeling particularly generous, check out our Patreon in the description. They are the ones that really help support the channel and help me work towards doing this full time. Speaking on, I'd like to thank Sovest, Pantsless Dragon, Seth Winters, Elle, Roxanne Stewart, Eldon, Tanaka, Neo, Flashbox, Kev Was Here, John Best, Rorolai, and Sven Folger. And as always, have a lovely day.